Hello and welcome to the SM Astro channel. Let us talk about the transit of Sun in Capricorn sign, which is from 14th of Jan to 11th February. During this time, it is going to be aspected by Jupiter, a retro and debilitated Mars, and Ketu. Let us understand the effect of this transit for each ascendant and sign. For Aries ascendant and Aries moon sign, the 5th house Lord Sun is transiting in your 10th house. Sun here gets directional strength. This is a good time for career. Using your own IQ, skills, and ideas, you can progress in career. You will also get support of bosses as long as you do not contradict their views and opinions. There can be a tendency to argue with bosses and government during this time. Try to avoid such arguments. The aspect of Jupiter and Ketu on the Sun demands work ethics and doing the right thing. Some of you can get opportunity to work in foreign lands or distant lands. Your children can be a bit stubborn during this time. Try to impart some knowledge to them during this transit. Plan for your future, and the seventh aspect of Sun on fourth house and on Mars is good for property related matters as well. It is, however, also going to create some ego issues and some tussle at home. Otherwise, it is a good transit for you and good for mantra chantings. For Taurus ascendant and Taurus moon sign, your 4th house Lord Sun is transiting in your ninth house. There can be some religious tour with family during this time, especially with ongoing Kumbh Mela during this transit period. With both Jupiter and Ketu aspecting the Sun in ninth house, it is very important to respect your dharma, be ethical, and do the right thing. There can be benefits in matters of property, especially constructed property during this transit. The aspect of Sun on your third house and on Mars can further intensify rivalry with neighbors and with your siblings, especially in matters of ancestral properties. Your principles can be challenged. Answer with actions rather than arguments. This is a good time to highlight and showcase your skills. For Gemini ascendants and moon sign, your third house Lord Sun is transiting in your eighth house. Multiple attempts will be needed to complete a work. Some of your efforts may be wasted during this time. Your secrets might get exposed, which can cause some kind of embarrassment to you. There can be some ego issues with in-laws as well. The seventh aspect on second house can bring some ego and aggression in your speech, which can dent relations. Control your aggression and do not drive or ride your vehicle in a rash manner. There can be some opportunities to work in foreign or distant lands, and there can be some big transformation and changes during this transit. For Cancer ascendants and Cancer moon sign, your second house Lord Sun is transiting in your seventh house. Sun in seventh house can bring your relationship into limelight. There can be some ego issues with partners and spouse, and with the aspect of a retro debilitated Mars, arguments can escalate unless proper wisdom is used before speech. With Jupiter and Ketu influencing the Sun, it is very important to keep your ego in check. The seventh aspect of Sun falls on your Lagna and will boost your immunity and also add pride to your personality. You will feel a lot more energetic during this transit once Mars moves to your 12th house. For Leo ascendants and Leo moon sign, your ascendant Lord Sun is transiting in your 6th house. The ascendant Lord going into 6th house is never a good sign as it indicates struggles and problems in life. Try to stick to a daily routine and lead a disciplined life. Avoid being egoistic with co-workers, avoid arguments with them as debilitated Mars will instigate you to be argumentative at workplace. Adopt the energy of Jupiter and Ketu instead and adopt wisdom and righteousness at workplace. New job opportunities can come up for you, especially government job and government tenders. This can also be good for competitions and sports. However, keep an eye on your health, especially your bones and vitamin levels. With Sun aspecting your 12th house and Mars, you also need to take care of your father's health. For Virgo ascendants, your 12th house Lord Sun is transiting in 5th house. There can be problems in love relationships and with children or two children during this transit. There can be ego issues and unnecessary arguments in relationship and with children. The aspect of retro and debilitated Mars can further intensify the negative outcome of this transit. You need to therefore take things slow and easy. There can be opportunities for college students to go abroad or distant lands, or those who have been preparing to go abroad can benefit from this transit. Women who are expecting need to be extra cautious during this transit. The aspect of Sun on your 11th house can cause some expenditure on friend circle and social network. Do some meditation and mantra chanting. For Libra ascendants and Libra moon sign, your 11th house Lord Sun is transiting in your 4th house. This is a favorable time for investment in properties and land, building or buying a new home or vehicle. Also a good time for inviting your friends home for a social gathering. The only drawback being your second house Lord Mars is debilitated and retro, the gains will therefore not be as much as it could have been otherwise. Nevertheless, this is a time for gains even if minor gains. The seventh aspect of Sun on your 10th house can create government job yoga and benefits from government. There can be a tendency to be argumentative and egoistic in domestic matters. Keep in mind that this can bring your home matters into limelight. There can also be ancestral property gains or inheritance during this time. Foreign travel is also possible. For my Scorpio friends, Scorpio natives and Scorpio moon sign, your 10th house Lord Sun is transiting in your 3rd house. Your career will require a lot of hard work, effort and even some traveling. You will benefit from your skills and talents in matters of profession during this transit. With your Lagna Lord in not so much of good dignity and aspecting the Sun, there can be some arguments with siblings and neighbors, especially when Mars moves into Gemini sign. It is important to use wisdom in speech and say the right things and be ethical and be disciplined. It is a good time for startup companies and for writers. The seventh aspect of Sun on the 9th house is good for father and for people in ancestral business. For Sagittarius ascendants and Sagittarius moon sign, your 9th house Lord Sun is transiting in your 2nd house. The combination of luck and wealth shows that this is a good time to generate wealth, gain from ancestral business and properties, and gains from father. The 7th aspect of Sun on 8th house also ensures gains from investments and inheritance. Now understand that wealth does not only mean finance, but knowledge is also wealth. So this is a good time to gain knowledge about religion, seek blessings from gurus and father and other elderly people in the family. With Jupiter and Ketu aspecting the Sun, ensure you speak well, you speak the right and ethical things. Your speech can put you in limelight. This transit can also bring in opportunities for new job and also religious tour with family. For Capricorn ascendants and Capricorn moon sign, your 8th house Lord Sun is transiting in your 1st house. With Sun in 1st house, your immunity will improve and so will your self-confidence and overall personality. This is the time to be under limelight. However, some of your secrets may also get exposed during this transit. The 8th house being house of obstacles and hurdles, there can be some speed breakers during this transit. It is the time to carefully introspect what you are doing and make changes if necessary to your plannings and ideas. Spirituality can also interest you and meditation and mantra chanting can also interest you. With the 7th aspect on the 7th house, there can be ego issues in relationships and aggression as well, especially as Mars is also there for some days. For Aquarius ascendants and Aquarius moon sign, your 7th house Lord Sun is transiting in your 12th house. People in the export-import industry or having businesses in foreign lands, or if you are in any profession related to foreign, then it can be beneficial for you. The 12th house is the Marankarak Sthan of Sun and it is not comfortable here, and hence there can be relationship issues, arguments and fights with partners or spouse as well. It is also not a good time to start any new venture and chances of losses are high, hence avoid speculative activities as well. There can be certain expenses on business and spouse. Chant the Bees mantra of Sun, which is Om Greenhi Suryaya Nama, to avoid the negative results. The aspect of Sun on 6th house can cause problems related to loans, but can be good for legal matters. This is also good for foreign travel. For Pisces ascendants and Pisces moon sign, your 6th house Lord Sun is transiting in your 11th house. The 6th Lord has gone 6 places from itself, that is on his Bhavat Bhavam house, and hence can be good for jobs, gains and promotions. There can be gains from loans as well, and loan applications can get approved. This is good for government job prospects or any dealings with the government also. It is also good for competitions. Your social circle can be under limelight and there can be an expansion in friend circle. With its aspect on 5th house, however, and presence of retro and debilitated Mars there, can be some stomach related issues and hence watch what you eat. Overall, this is a good transit for you and those eligible can expect promotions during this transit.